This is, we're turning into heaven on earth right here. This is one of the most beautiful places in western North Carolina, and I just so happened to grow up on this farm, spending most of my life on this farm. And world class. I've said this, and I'm gonna say it again, world class turkey hunting up here. There's a pond up here, y'all. It's got like some of the best bass fishing. Are you kidding me? Yeah, a lot of history right here in these mountains. These mountains have crafted who I am and have a huge impact on the songs that I write.
'Cause no matter how much forget you I drink.
It all started off with an open mic night at a restaurant in town called Blue Mountain Pizza. I sat down one night, played the one or two songs that I knew. You know what I mean? I always learned, like I knew how to play Sweet Home Alabama lick, but I don't know the whole song, right? So I played the first two songs that I learned, and I'll be danged if they didn't put money in my tip jar. I mean, I was probably 15. I was like, dang, all right, I'm gonna show up to these Blue Mountain Pizza open mic nights every week, save up and buy a truck. My grandfather sang in the Skylanders Quartet for 55 years. Gramps sang lead, incredible voice, sounded like Elvis back there, you know, and slick cut hair. And Dad was in the 90s rock grunge band. So I always heard the CDs when I was growing up, but when I was about 10 years old, the band got back together, right? They used to have the drum kit set up down there. They would have Marshall half stacks. Like, I'm talking rock and roll. There's no country being played in that basement. The band name was Mother Soul. And I used to go down there. I was 10, 11, 12 years old when all that was going on. And I'd be playing the drums. I'd be turning on Scott, their guitar player's amp, and just turning it up to 11 and start diming the whole thing out, just cranking it up. That was, I think that was a critical part in me falling in love with music as much as I did. I'm on the road enough to rack in the miles. I think that I've played every small town in the Southeast. 15-year-old me was a dreamer who loved rock and roll and country music, and the 26-year-old me is exactly the same way. A lot of time on stage, a lot of time spent in pouring my heart out, like they say, on a bar stool to an empty crowd of people. Playing the casinos before I was old enough to be in there. I had to get escorted to the stage, and I learned real quick that if you take a set break, that's when your crowd leaves, so I quit taking breaks and I just played 3.5 hours straight all the way through. You know, spending 10 years or more as a touring musician, I've pretty much adapted to the road life. Once you get your first taste of what it's like to play in front of a crowd and to hear people singing a song you wrote back to you, and even the roughing it lifestyle that comes with being on the road, you know. Listen, you're brushing your teeth in parking lots sometimes. You don't have a shower for a few days. It's just part of it. And you truly have to love it. I moved to Nashville 7 years ago to become a songwriter out there, and I've been going ever since, man. Just going ever since. I finally landed my first publishing deal with Warner Chappell. That's been life-changing, and I've been with them for going on 3 years, and the amount that I've learned on honing in and crafting how to write a song, working with that level of songwriter that, you know, all my peers that I work with, incredible. I just feel like I'm getting better and better every day at it. But I think the most influential thing and the most important thing that's happened on Claxton Farm is this is where I got married to my beautiful wife, Caitlin. We had like a 60-foot long, like exact replica of my great-grandfather's 1964 Gibson LG1 guitar. Like, it was the backdrop on the building. So this year, Caitlin and I started a vlog series called Living Lasher. And it's exactly how it sounds. It's literally just keeping up with the life of what we do. Caitlin and I have been fortunate enough to tour together this past year, doing the Ingles Hometown Concert Series all throughout the Southeast, donating food to the communities in need. Oh my gosh, it's like the Lasher petting zoo at the house. I mean, seriously, you need to see it. We've got 4 goats, whole bunch of chickens. We've got one duck. We named him Lucky because he's, well, like I said, the last duck. You know what I mean? But he's figured it out. He thinks he's a goat now. He sleeps with the goats every night. I stand for good people, man. Good people. This world right now is so divided and so tore up and so distracted in things that don't even matter. It's actually tough. But I mean, I'm the kind of guy that walks into a room of people and I want to be friends with that person and that person and that person. I'm so low key. I want to walk in, I want to have a beer with you. I want to be your friend. I got a hot wife. I love where I'm at in life. I'm surrounded by an amazing family. I've got great dogs, farm animals, and I just so happen to have a dead set determination to hit my goal of being a country music entertainer and a big old hit songwriter. And I feel like with my brand new music and this project I'm about to release and every bit of content from now on, I feel like my main goal is to just stay as authentic to who I am as a person as possible.